Well, I was not prepared for the response that last video got, but I'm going to show it to you. You best be prepared yourself. I say buckle in. But before we get into the response that it got and the comments that were left and the money that was given and the money that was spent, I need to say something. But if you're not interested in what I have to say, skip forward. You'll see the analytics and then you'll also see the comment section and you can check out whichever you like. I want to say that I am utterly and completely humbled by this because when I uploaded that video, I expected nothing but negativity, specifically because I left out a lot of reasons that I was having money problems. I left out the fact that I spent $27,000 in legal fees. I left out the fact that it's hard for me to keep a sponsor because there's people who hate me and write my sponsors until they drop me. I could have talked about the money I've spent on therapy, the money, all of this other stuff. But I talked about one thing and one thing only in that video, and that was the cryptocurrency loss, because I wanted to own that loss, right? I wanted you to know that I screwed up, and my savings, which should have lasted me till I was like 52, 53, are barely going to last me another year, and I needed to own that. I wanted to own that, so I did. What I did not expect was how many of you pledged to watch my videos moving forward. How many of you pledged to hit subscribe and turn on notifications? How many of you bought a channel membership? How many of you checked out my sponsors, bought a t-shirt? And some of you went completely nuts and just donated money via Super Chat directly. And I am blown away by it. And I'm going to show you all of that in the analytics section. But before I do, let me say thank you, thank you, thank you a million times. Thank you. I genuinely don't think I deserve it, but I'm so grateful for it. Here's a snapshot look at the analytics from this video. And as you can see, it's 109,000 views. It's my first video in a really long time to break 100,000 views. And I'm extremely grateful for that. You guys seem to be very interested in this type of thing. I think the thumbnail works pretty good too, but also you're going to see here that it earned $1,109 in the last 5 days since it was uploaded. And obviously it lost subscribers, but hey, I bleed subscribers every day, so that was expected. And here's how that money breaks down. $265 is ad revenue, which is the only thing I'm ever asking for if I can help it. All I want you to do is click the videos, watch the videos, share the videos, and earn that ad revenue. You don't have to do anything but watch my content. That's definitely my preference. I would much rather that happen than any other way. But as you can see, $825 came from transaction revenue. That's $100 worth of channel memberships. Some people at $1, some people at $3, some people at $5. And then $726 in super thanks. That's just straight up donations. I am genuinely humbled, so thank you. And what these analytics shows to me is that some of you are ridiculously generous, and I plan to go through the comment section and thank every single last one of you. But that said, it also proves that if I can just get people watching videos again, I'll be fine. That's all I wanted from that video. It's all I want now. I don't want your cash. I want your attention and time if I can get it. What this also proves is that my YouTube rep was right. You guys are interested in me as a person, and you want to know how things are going, and I plan to deliver that to you as well. And also, thumbnails and titles are extremely important, and the fact that I worked on those proves that that's something I really need to improve, and I absolutely plan to do so. But now let's have a little bit of fun, okay? Because there are some very positive comments and some very negative comments, and I thought it would be fun to take a look at both. Hopefully that's entertaining for everyone involved. If you hate me, you'll enjoy the negative ones. If you love me, you'll enjoy the positive ones. And I want to talk about some of these comments that I picked out. Dark Rogue had nothing but nice things to say, and here they said, just stay strong for all of us. Here's a little bit of money. Stay strong for yourself. You're one of the very few YouTubers that I still feel a genuine connection to, and your rambling videos got me through a lot of stuff, and a lot of people who gave money felt exactly the same way, and I have something to say about it. I have been nothing but transparent on YouTube. I've definitely given far too much information, whether it's the stuff that happened to me in the past, the stuff that's currently going on, the divorce, the mistakes that I've made. I have talked about far too much, and a lot of it has scared people off, and I understand why, but it's also created an incredible connection with a lot of you guys, and that was always the goal, right? I don't care if you don't like who I am. I care if you do like who I am. You can hate me all you want. I'm looking for people who care. Boogie, because of you, I have got into therapy. Boogie, because of you, I got gastric bypass surgery. Boogie, because of you, I lost weight. Boogie, because of you, I learned not to do the stupid shit you do. Boogie, because of you, something good. And I'm so happy for it. And I'm not expecting you to pay for that. You don't have to give me $1 or $5 or anything. You don't have to do any of that. Okay? It's so heartwarming to hear that something I've done, either good or bad, has helped you in some way. And God bless you for it. Luke Sullivan wrote this, and if you want to read the whole thing, hit pause and take a look. But basically, he points out the fact that I'm not homeless here. I'm trying to maintain a very nice lifestyle of staying in this house and paying my roommate to help me with it and living a high quality life. And before you give money to someone like me, you should really consider there's people out there who need your help a lot more than I do. If you have friends or family members or strangers in your community that need that help, give them that money. I don't want your donations. I don't want your cash. What I would like you to do, again, like I said in the video, is to watch my videos, watch them to the end, share them along, enjoy the video. That would be great. For those of you in really good positions, if you like the t-shirt I designed, buy the t-shirt. If you like the product that I'm advertising, buy the product. But by all means, if you're just going to hand somebody cash, give it to somebody who really needs it, not my fat ass. I got a lot of comments like this comparing me to Wings of Redemption or Dark Side Phil because, I was asking for you guys to do something for me. And I get the comparison. First, let me say that every YouTuber I watch has channel memberships turned on or Patreon, and they remind you occasionally to go check them out, right? Every live streamer I watch allows people to donate directly to them, right? Every content creator I watch reminds you to drop a like on the video or the live stream, to hit follow, to hit subscribe, to share it with people you love. So what is it that I did differently that makes people angrier or more critical? I think there's some obvious things like I'm a big fatty fat who hasn't lost the weight, right? I think also I have a negative reputation. I also think there's a large group of people that for whatever reason are poisoned by the thought of me and it really upsets them. So I think that's a big chunk of the negativity. But unlike most creators, I haven't been offering quality content in exchange for what you're hoping to see. And that's what I need to move changing forward. You can't do this stuff unless you're offering somebody something worth the price. And I promise you I will. Dave Glasses just said, just keep being awesome, Boogie, but he also donated $50 American, which is unreasonable. You could have bought 2 t-shirts for that, man. But Dave, God bless you, brother. I don't know why you think I deserve that, but that's a lot of money, man. And I'm damn grateful. This commenter said that I'm a man who was awarded for my hunger and work as an entertainer, and now I've grown complacent, and I'm used to that complacency, and now I need to get off my ass and work, and he's not wrong. For the last few years, since I took that break at the end of 2019 and started working on myself, I have been able to live off of my savings plus my YouTube income, and that's allowed me to do therapy every week. It's allowed me to do self-care every day. It's allowed me to practice the techniques I was learning in therapy every day, and I definitely was not hungry to create content. I was definitely not hungry to live stream. I was not hungry to entertain, and that's what this entire last video is about, telling you that I'm ready again. And hopefully this video proves that I hope it's entertaining. Now, this commenter left a comment that the majority of people left, which basically boils down to, I have no sympathy for you. You need to get out there and work just the ways that I am. And I got a lot to say about that. First off, he's not wrong. The majority of people need to work for a living at a 9-to-5 job. And I might very well be one of those people. And I've started looking. This deck is stacked against me a little bit, though, because keep in mind, I've been disabled since 2008. I don't have a working back. I can barely stand up. I can barely move. That's why I have to be in the pool for exercise. That's why boxing was probably only a pipe dream, but it's something I work towards anyway and will continue to work towards. On top of that, I'm mentally ill. I also have no work history. Pretty much ever. The last job I actually had was back in 2007, and the woman who hired me for a small business has been dead since 2008. On top of that, I'm also a felon. So I need to find somebody who hire a mentally ill, disabled felon with no work history and no degree. I'm sure that job's out there. I just don't know where it is yet. But if I find it, I'll take it. The good news is I already have a job And that job is creating YouTube content and live streaming, and it just currently doesn't pay the bills because I'm not working enough. And not enough people are consuming the content that I create. So if I can get more people to watch and I create more often, I'll be fine. I will have to get that 9-to-5 job that probably doesn't exist. So this is what I'm really digging in to try to make it work. Another $50 donation from Private Donut. And he says, it's not much, but I hope anything helps. Keep up the good work. I've been watching your videos for about 10 years. I don't always watch every single video, but I don't watch much YouTube these days. But you've been one of those YouTubers I followed for a long time and greatly enjoy your content. Rather, if it's game reviews, storytelling, you name it, just keep up the good work, and your true fans will always support you in any way they can. Donut, thank you for the donation, but you also proved a point that I've been learning in the last year. It doesn't matter who hates you on the internet. It doesn't matter who dislikes you on the internet. I mean, sure, sometimes they show up at your front door. Sometimes they interfere with your life. And that sucks. Those people are terrible. But for the normal people who just don't consume your content, just don't like you as a person, hey, who cares? The people that do care, like you, the people who buy the t-shirts, the people, that's who these videos are for, right? And it took a tremendous amount of humility to make that last video, but I made it because I swallowed my pride and made it for the people like you, because I knew you'd be interested. I knew you'd be entertained. I certainly didn't think anybody would give me $50 at the pop, but hey, I'm grateful for what I can get when I can get it. Mike with a $25 donation. Thank you for the $25, but he says, I know there is a special purpose for you in this world, and I believe your journey on YouTube and in life is far from over. And boy, that is optimistic as shit. But thank you, Mike. I hope that you are right, and I hope that I can do it with humility and love and kindness and respect and be a better person than I've been in the past. Chill dropping another huge $50 donation. Thank you, Chill. He says, you offered me countless hours of laughter, entertainment, commentary, wisdom, and even a few heartfelt tears. You're a good human being, and I'm not letting you go down without my support. God bless you, man. When I started this YouTube channel, I wanted to do two major things, which was entertain people and educate people. Mostly educate you about not making the stupid life choices I've made. And now, hey, you can understand. Don't squander your money on crypto. Don't squander your money going to Disneyland. Don't fire a gun and have to spend $27,000 in legal fees. Don't do the stupid shit I've done. I'm glad I did it, and for some of you, I hope it's entertaining. But moving forward, that's all I want to do is entertain, educate, entertain. Please let me do that. As much as I appreciate money, your views and your attention and your time, infinitely more valuable, and I'm so glad to have it. And then finally, let me end with this one, and this one's only for the super fans. If you made it this far in the video, you are a super fan. Type the word superfan in the chat so I know that you made it all the way to this part of the video. But that said, he says, I think if you give your viewers a better sense of where you're at financially, people might be more inclined to give. What's your revenue versus expenditures? What will happen so you don't make X amount this year? People might have good advice in terms of how to manage your finances better. And you know what? I'm absolutely willing to do this. If I'm not able to get some sponsors for the channel, if the view numbers don't go up, if the ad revenue doesn't go up, in a month or two, I will set you down and make another video showing you all the money that's going out, all the money that's coming in, and figure something out. Because I definitely don't want it to have to rely on donations or channel revenue or something. I just want ad revenue. I just want YouTube to pay me a fair amount. That's all I've ever wanted, right? But if it comes down to it and I have to make another video, that's exactly what I'll do. Let me know what you think about that, superfan. So I hope this has been an entertaining deep dive into the psyche of YouTubers, into my own psyche. I hope that it's been entertaining, but I also hope it's been educational. And I got more coming, I promise. We're going to do some Francis stuff. We're going to do a gaming wrap-up. We're going to do personal story times. I've got a podcast that's been in the work for the last couple of months. I'm almost ready to start filming it. So much content coming. All you have to do ever in life, sit down, drop a like, and watch the videos. And if you can do that, you'll change my world. And I hope you do. As always, guys, thanks for watching. I love you very much. And I will speak with you again soon. Sammy had to be on camera. I love you, baby.